excited. Look who's in the room. Wow, what a packed house. This is Home LA, your midday lighthearted, easy breezy show that covers your second stimulus check, your third stimulus check, your SSI and SSDI standalone bill, your standalone bill for student loan debt forgiveness, your first stimulus check, and your second stimulus check. I have all the details across the board on an exciting midday. We have a lot of breaking news. I told you there's going to be breaking news all this weekend long. I think a lot of you sort of took a break yesterday and on Friday because of because of the holiday weekend. But boy, I just don't miss a beat because there's so much deliciousness, $12 ice cream, hitting in this recording. I'm going to be going over stuff you've never heard before. Thousands and thousands of dollars that could be coming to you under the third stimulus package, which I didn't even know about. If you are a member, you have a wonderful PDF, which I gave you about a half an hour ago, which goes over three of the items, one of them that is totally brand new to this recording. Meantime, if you're not a member, you can follow along. I have all the details for you as well. Just take notes. And the incredible news that everyone needs to listen to is the executive orders. No less than 24 executive orders to be announced Wednesday and Thursday by then President Joe Biden. So what's going on? I'm so excited. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Thank you, Tia. I hope you're feeling better. Everyone send Tia some strong, good vibes. Hope Tia feels better. And there's Cindy killing the emoji game. If you are a member, you have those delicious new emojis. Nothing new since last night, but the day before I dropped a bacon and because you weren't giving me bacon. Bacon emoji. Not Bill and not Law yet. There's not Bill yet, and there's not Law yet, and there's ice cream. So with that, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that alert button on the front of this channel and like this video. And also, if you want to become a member, there's a link in the description of this video, under the video, and at the top of the chat. And let's get ready to it and ready to rock and roll. This is a 30-minute video with a 15-minute update midway through. And if you're tuning in at 12 noon, excuse me, 12:30 Pacific Standard Time, you're watching me live. Apparently that caused some confusion for people yesterday that are sort of new to YouTube. They're like, he's not letting me talk to him. I'm not in there. Well, because it's live. It was like live 5 hours ago. So I'm live currently. So this is me live. You see me 2 hours later, that's not me live. That's then me taped. After the show airs live, it stays taped on the channel. But apparently I just, I don't know, a cardboard cutout of me. Maybe that cuts it. Maybe people think I'm still me. So let's get to it. The confusion about all the stimulus packages was clarified by this channel yesterday, but I want to clarify it again. The first stimulus package gave a $1,200 check to individuals, nothing to adult dependents. I had said that was a mistake by Congress. They admitted it was a mistake. They're going to get to it later. They are getting to it later. I'll tell you in about 10 seconds from now. The second stimulus package, the one signed by President Donald Trump in Mar-a-Lago, which I affectionately call the Mar-a-Lago stimulus bill law, gave a $600 stimulus check to adults, $600 for children. Again, nothing to adult dependents. So the third stimulus package, the one that only this channel has obtained a pre-bill draft, says details of about 20-something provisions, from checks to $1,000 items, $1,400 a week, $8,000 tax refunds, $4,000 tax refunds. There's deliciousness across the board. But as to the stimulus check, adult dependents will get caught up 100% since March of last year. I told you it was going to happen. I was right. $3,200. I know my PDF accidentally says $2,300 is reversed. $3,200 coming to an adult dependent under the third stimulus package. That's because $1,200, $600, $1,400, $3,200. Everyone else gets $1,400. Even children get $1,400 under the third stimulus package. Now, what's happening with that second stimulus check that's just missing? I would say I don't see a lot of progress in 2 days. 50% of the viewers have still not got to the $600 stimulus check. I expect this to be a big item of detail that Janet Yellen, new Treasury Secretary, is going to have to do starting Wednesday. There's just missing checks. People are just not getting it. I can't fix it. It's just missing. But the $10,000 remainder EIDL grant could be hitting starting tomorrow. We're all standing like a purple hawk, and just ready to pounce because the reports say that the SBA website will get changed this weekend, maybe Monday, maybe last Friday. Hasn't happened yet, and we are just waiting like a hawk to pounce. If you applied for an if you applied for a first stimulus package, EIDL grant or loan, and did not get the grant, a penny of it, you're going to get $10,000. If you got $1,000 per employee, you will get the remainder of the $10,000 grant. There's nothing for you to do but watch your email inbox and spam folder to see if there's an SBA email coming in that says, hi, confirm your identity, confirm your bank information, and routing information. It's going to be coming. And that is deliciousness of the first stimulus package. Ice cream emoji, ice cream emoji. That $10,000 is really needed by a lot of viewers, and they've been waiting for it since March of last year. If you applied during fall of 2020 because you were watching this channel and I told you to go get an EIDL loan, you got an EIDL loan, you got denied the loan or proof of the loan, but at that time the application for the grant was closed. The grant program was closed because they ran out of money. Will you get a grant? I believe you will, but I'm not sure how they're going to do it. So stay with me. That's a little bit uncertain how they're going to process it. Okay, so more deliciousness. Let's go up to the second stimulus package, the Mar-a-Lago one. What could be happening on Monday? Oh, more free money. The EIDL grants for those two second stimulus items could be going live tomorrow. What's happening? First, the second stimulus package, the Mar-a-Lago stimulus package, gave two EIDL grant programs moolah to go live. One is farmers and ranchers, yes, sirloin. And the second, and you do have a sirloin emoji. And the second one was an EIDL grant for low-income community businesses. As soon as this goes live, I am zooming on camera and pressing record and saying, it's live, it's live. I have warned you, however, that if you're agricultural ranchers, apply now because it's the same application for the loan as the grant. They use the same application called the Streamline application. So if you are a rancher or farmer, apply today. You don't have to take the loan. You don't have to be accepted for the loan. You don't have to be collateralized. You don't have to have credit. Get the application on file. You can't do that for inner city because they don't have that application live, but they do have the one for agricultural. You go to the first page and it says, click here, agricultural. Easy breezy. Easy breezy. If you need explanation or guidance how to do an EIDL, go to the front of this channel and watch Overnight's LALATE 1 a.m. show. It's now taped. It's now on this channel, archived from this morning at 1 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on EIDL. There's a new show every day. Thank you, T. One spoiler rotten. I love that. With the dancing character in the corner. I love that. The dancing character. He's like, hey. It's I don't know what you call him. I adore him. So thank you for the super chat with the dancing character. We all need some dancing in the middle of the day. So this is second stimulus. This is law. This is law. So you can use this. I don't actually have an emoji for it. For this is law now. This is law now. Oh, it's a pear. Oh, it's a pear. It's a dancing pear. I think the farmers and ranchers are like, I'm getting that EIDL loan, and by the way, it's a pear. I grow pears, so there you go. So that's the second stimulus package. The other detail of the second stimulus package is if you want a PPP, get that PPP on file ASAP. How do you do it? You reach out to the lenders. You don't do the application directly. You apply with them. Go to Fundera, Cross River, Cabbage, Blue Vine, because they're running out of money. So do it. What do you need for EIDL? Schedule C, 2019 tax return, 2019, not 2020, and or a corporate tax return. Uber, Lyft, Grubhub, Airbnb, all you people, you can get it. You just make sure that you declare your Uber, Lyft income on a Schedule C. It's just a separate piece of paper. If you didn't do your tax return correctly, revise it, do an amended return ASAP, and then get it on file. If you didn't file tax return, that's the criminal channel. Go watch that one. I don't know what to do with that one. Gotta file tax returns. So that's the second stimulus package. Yesterday, 24 hours ago, I delivered to the viewers this channel, the members, this wonderful PDF. This was yesterday's PDF. If you're a new member, it would be in the links. And the items that are in the second stimulus package, and I went over this with viewers who are non-members, you can take notes with a piece of paper and pen, write these notes down. These are the items of the second stimulus package which are law. They're law, so we want to make sure you track this money. 1, the check. 2, FPUC, $300 a week to March 2021. 3, UI to March 2021, unemployment. PUA for painters, sole practitioners, work themselves to March 21. SNAP increases 15% January to June. So SNAP under the Mar-a-Lago law, second stimulus, 6 months of 15% increase of SNAP. Rent, utilities, internet, childcare, eviction moratorium, the 2 EIDLs I just said, and the PPP. That's second stimulus. With 11 minutes into this video, I want to get right into third stimulus with stuff that you've never heard of and a preview of what's happening next week. So the third stimulus, it's not law yet, but I have 30 pages of pre-bill papers, drafts from the Biden camp. And that bill will be introduced around Wednesday. So we will see the third stimulus package bill around Wednesday, item number 1. 2, the $2,400 of SSI and SSDI, Social Security and Railroad benefits, and the 20% increase, up to 20% increase, and the lifetime new benchmark, that will be a standalone bill. I told you that in October, November, December. I forgot to mention again in January. The reason why is it's a fixing of the retirement programs in the United States. It needs to be fixed. It needs an overhaul. It's not particularly stimulus. Thank you, Larry, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. It's not particularly stimulus. It's more fixing the system. So that's a standalone bill. That I'm affectionately calling the fourth stimulus package, not because it's fourth in line, but because it's after the third one. Then the fifth stimulus package will be a $10,000 student loan debt forgiveness. That will be the fifth stimulus package. Again, not because it's fifth in line, just because it's after what's happening next week. The sixth one is the student and teachers and schools assistance plan. That's the sixth. And the seventh is the highways and roadways with job creations. You'll be able to get jobs in the seventh stimulus package. Now, earlier today and last night, I dropped the jaw-dropping details that King Reno. Thank you for the dancing bear again. There's the dancing bear. I love the dancing bear. The shocker overnight. Shocker is that Joe Biden on day 1, which is Wednesday, and day 2, Thursday, is going to drop 24 executive orders. He's going to do 24 executive orders. My delicious emoji is the ice cream. I call the ice cream the delicious emoji. I call the donut the lazy emoji because you're lazy. The bacon is sort of like thanking me emoji because I like bacon, so you thank me with a bacon emoji. That's the concept of the emojis. I don't know. We try my best. So 24 executive orders on Wednesday and Thursday. Thank you, Miss Jenny, for the super chat. So what's going on in those executive orders? What will be in those executive orders? 1, there will be an executive order, presumably, for student loan debt moratorium, repayment moratorium. So if you have student loan debt, you wouldn't yet be forgiven from it, but it would be put on hold till he gets to it. Brilliant. So student loan debt repayment on hold. Number 2, mortgage forbearance. Oh God, this is so important. I've been I always whisper this one. I don't say it really loud because I don't want the banks to know that there's no mortgage forbearance. And so there will be a mortgage forbearance on Wednesday, so they cannot foreclose on you. Very, very. I've been saying this for a month. So far, I'm 2 for 2 on these things. The third one apparently is the eviction moratorium, maybe modified. Then there's going to be massive stuff for COVID, vaccine distributions. He's already killed the prior plans and doing brand new plans. Basically, so he's going to use the Army Corps of Engineers and the War Production Act to get vaccine production up. There's not enough vaccines being made. Thank you, Alma, for the enormous super chat. I really appreciate it. He's going to do an enormous amount of vaccine production, and then he's going to do 2 other things. He's going to set up federal sites across the country for you to go and get the vaccine for free very, very, very quickly. And then he's going to coordinate with the pharmacies like Walmart, like Walgreens, like CVS, so you can go in there and get the vaccine for free. He wants everyone to get vaccinated within 90 days. He's absolutely going to push this out very quickly because, California, they got 3 million vaccines for the entire state of California. That's not even the size of half of West Los Angeles in Los Angeles County. It's a joke. So we need some more delicious emojis. All right, so that's what's happening on Wednesday and Thursday. Now let's go back to the third stimulus package. But first, let me give you an update at the 16-minute mark. It's actually going to give a preview of the deliciousness that's happening in the second half of this video. In the second half of this video, I'm going to go over a $1,400 a week stimulus item under the third stimulus package. Did you know you can get $1,400 a week? And also, did you know you can get $1,700 if you're a college student? A complete $1,700. Did you know you can get a $4,000 or $8,000 tax refund? Meaning $4,000 in your hand, $8,000 in your hand. And did you know that you could get close to $1,500 in additional refund, which I've never even gone on over in this channel. Thank you, Miss Jenny, for another super chat. I really appreciate it. Do you know there's another $1,500 you can get as a tax refund on your taxes? Remember, this is absolutely incredible. You don't have to file. It's for people who never. If you never file a tax return because you don't make enough money, you just do it with zeros and you get the refund check. So let's get to the incredible, delicious news. First, the $1,400 a week. This is what I first tipped you off yesterday in the PDF. Let's go to yesterday's PDF. Yesterday's PDF. This is number 15. 15. Paid sick leave. Today, what I do in the new PDF is I actually go into detail about number 14. I probably should put a number 14 there. You can take it to a little pen, just write 14 there. That's number 14 on yesterday's PDF. So paid sick leave. I wanted you to see this up front because this is probably going to be very important for you or someone you know or a family member. They're going to get COVID. Someone you know is going to get COVID, family member, neighbor, someone else, and you're going to wonder, how does this paid sick leave work? And it's going to be hard for you to describe it based upon just watching a video, so you may want a piece of paper to remind yourself how to do it. So here you go. This is for people. It doesn't matter if your employer doesn't pay sick leave. Doesn't matter if your employer doesn't care about you. This is from the federal government. So this is incredible, great news. So the paid sick leave basically says you will get up to $1,400 a week for people who made up to $73,000 annually. So how does that mean? If you made $100,000, you get $1,400 a week. You made $200,000, you get $1,400 a week. If you made $30,000 a week, $30,000 2019, you'll get half of it. You'll get $700 a week. What is this and how do you get it? This is just absolutely incredible. Thank you, Camellia. I really appreciate it. This is an enormous sum of money. This is an enormous sum of money, and 1 out of 3 people in Los Angeles have COVID. And so if I made $10,000, how much? So the way you would do, I don't want to do the calculation on camera because it's going to be very complicated, but it's based upon a $73,000 income. So if you made half of that, you divide the number I'm saying in half. If you made a third of it, you divide the number in a third. That's basically the way you do it. No need to apologize. It's a great question. It's too hard on math for me on camera. I'm invoking my Larry Kudlow moment. So the way they would do it is if you made $30,000, you get half of this. If you made $70,000, you get $1,400. So let's go over the items. Uh, who gets this? One, you have COVID. Two, you don't have COVID, but you were exposed to someone and you're quarantining. You're quarantining. You're staying at home. You're quarantining. Three, your child does not have COVID, but the school has been closed because of COVID issues. So the kid is at home. You have to stay home and take care of the kid. No one's sick. The school's closed. $1,400 a week. This is incredible. I mean, this happens to a lot of parents. The parents have to keep the kid at home. The school is now virtual. $1,400 a week per parent. Third, and let me make sure clear, it's a person, so it's not $1,400 for the parent and the kid. That's sort of obvious, but I think you understood that. Fourth, a family member in the household has COVID, and you have to take care of that family member. So let's say your wife got COVID, but you don't have COVID, then $1,400 because you have to stay home and take care of the wife. Again, not double. It wouldn't be her and you both get $1,400. As far as I understand, I mean, maybe it is double, but I don't think so. So this is really great news. If you're just joining me, Suzanne asked a great question. If you're referring back to what I discussed earlier in the video about the stimulus check, the third stimulus package, if you're a single individual, non-adult dependent, you get $1,400 as a stimulus check. Adult dependents would get $3,200 as a stimulus check. On my PDF from yesterday, even though I said 2,300, I inverted the numbers. So this is incredible. $1,400 a week. Great news. Now, let's go down on today's PDF. This one is new. You've never heard it on this channel before. No one's ever mentioned it to you. I've never mentioned it to you. No one even knows about it. It's not even on yesterday's PDF that had 19 items. So you would basically write that as item number 20. It was, you know, when it's a 35-page document, I'm going to miss something. And this is incredible. It's a tax credit. The reason why there's a piece of paper for you is because it's conceptually confusing for some people because it's taxes. And some people, the way I want you to take, the takeaway I want you to have is just remember this thing exists so that when you do your 2019 tax return, that you remind yourself or whoever does it, how about that thing? That's all I want you to remember. How about that thing? And write the number down because you want to not forget about it. I don't want you to memorize how it works. I just want you to know that you can get it. So let's go over it. Tax credit. The measure would give children and their families an additional resources. Biden would be calling to increase the tax credit to $3,000 per child, $3,600 for a child under age 6, and making 17-year-olds qualify for children for the year. So, wow, the tax credit would be $3,000 per child and would include 17-year-olds who are usually excluded. But if the child's under 6, $3,600. What's a tax credit? A tax credit basically means it reduces your tax liability. And if you have all zeros, you can have a $3,600 tax refund. This is in addition to the refund I'm about to tell you in a second. Next, expansion of the earned tax credit for the year to ensure that the lowest income workers get critical support, including millions of essential workers. Hazard pay. Biden is proposing to raise the maximum earned income tax credit for childless adults to roughly $530 to close $1,500 and raise the income limit for the credit from above $16,000 to $21,000 and expand the age range that is eligible by eliminating the age cap for older workers and expanding eligibility for younger workers. Okay, that sounds like a lot to digest. Let me explain how I interpret this. This means if you are a single individual, you don't have kids. This provision at the bottom of the PDF is about single people that don't have kids or married couples that don't have kids. You can get, if you make less than $21,000, you can get up to a $1,500 tax refund, again, tax credit, if you work as a frontline hazard pay worker. Okay, so again, I'm gonna say it again because it's a lot to digest. You're a frontline worker and you don't have kids and you make less than $21,000 is the way I'm reading it. Maybe you read it differently. That's why I gave you the PDF because it is complicated. You can get up to $1,500 in tax refund. Really incredible news. There you go. This is the reason why I go slow because that's a complicated one. All right, the last one is the one I mentioned yesterday. This is the child tax deduction. This is actually on yesterday's PDF. We went over this yesterday, but today I'm going over in detail. So this was child tax credit on yesterday's PDF, number 17. Today I'm going over the detail of this. This again, I don't care if you don't file tax returns. I don't care if you don't make much money. I don't care any of those things because you're going to file a tax return with some zeros on it and get the tax refund of $4,000, up to $4,000 or $8,000. Tax refund, meaning a check of $4,000, $8,000. Why are we running around for a $600 stimulus check when you get $4,000, $8,000? This is incredibly great news. So the child tax credit is, and I went over this yesterday, if you are paying for child care and your child is under age 13 and you make less than $125,000 a year, you can get up to 50% of those expenses. You can deduct 50% of those expenses up to a $4,000 per child item. Let's say that again. You have child care costs. I don't know, what are they, $10,000? You make $70,000 last year. You could deduct half of those child care costs up to $4,000. Thank you, Don, for becoming a Purple Hawk. Really appreciate it. Everyone welcome Don into the room for becoming a Purple Hawk. Very, very kind. There's currently 1,400 people in the room, a lot of people in the room, so I really appreciate it. Everyone welcome Donna to the family. So if you have a child, you could deduct up to $4,000, which is up to 50%. You can deduct 50% of your child care costs up to $4,000. And there's more deliciousness after that. If you have two children, $8,000. Wow, wow, wow. So now at the 26-minute mark, let me give you a big update because I really need to give you an update because there's so much of this video. Thank you, Gina, for becoming thank you, Stephanie, for becoming, Gina and Stephanie, everyone welcome Gina and Stephanie to the family for becoming Purple Hawks. Thank you for that very nice comment. I really want to thank this person. They said beautiful words. Lori Lopez says, thank you so much, Ellie, for all you do. No one else would do what you do for everyone. I really appreciate that. What I'm doing here is I'm actually taking Biden's third stimulus bill draft. Then in the first PDF, what I'm doing is I'm doing a bullet point for you of the 19 things, now we realize there's 20, that you can qualify for. So it's your own checklist. One viewer said, I made a binder for myself. I recommend as well, a little notepad, a little notebook, because you're going to have to get ready to pounce. These things are first come, first serve. These aren't things that just sit around forever, with the exception of like a tax credit, of course. And then once they come live, you have to know how you get them. What do? You have to have that 2019 tax return ready and available and ready to pounce. Hawk. You have to be ready to pounce as a Purple Hawk because this is money that people are going to be running around saying, I heard this thing. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. It was alive for a few weeks. And it's gone now. So let me thank you, Billy Smith, for becoming a Purple Hawk. Everyone welcome Billy to the family. Thank you for joining as a Purple Hawk, Billy. So let me give you the big update as we sit here this afternoon. First, let me go over these executive orders. Someone asked me to go over these executive orders. They're very detailed. So far, we have very few elements released to us about what these executive orders will be. There will be upwards of 24 executive orders, some on Wednesday and then some on Thursday. They will definitely include a mortgage forbearance, meaning you're protected from foreclosure until he gets the mortgage forbearance law on point. Next, there'll be a student loan. Thank you, Angela, for becoming a Purple Hawk. Everyone welcome Angela to the room. Then there'll be a student loan debt moratorium. So you will not have to pay your student loan debts back while they get ready to do the student loan debt forgiveness. Then he's going to do a lot of really major executive orders for vaccine distribution. First, the making of the vaccine, he's going to order the companies to make them under the Wartime Act, War Production Act. Second, he's going to coordinate with your CVS, your Walmart, your local pharmacies to ensure that they get the vaccine and do 10 million doses a month, which is an incredible number. And then he's going to set up satellite sites all across the country that are federally operated that are free for you to go get the vaccine. He wants everyone vaccinated within 90 days. Really incredible, great news. So you hear me talk about what's phase 1A, 1B, 1P. Meantime, there's a lot of stuff in there that is stimulus, but we don't know it yet. I'm going to research it and see if I can hunt and find the details between now and afternoon's LALATE, which comes up right after this video, 3:30. Hopefully I can find some more, if not maybe on evenings. There's a lot of stuff coming out. So Wednesday and Thursday, two dozen executive orders. Wednesday or Thursday, this will be Bill. For now, we got the emoji. It's not Bill yet. They will not force you to take the vaccine. You don't want to take the vaccine, you don't have to take the vaccine. This is for people who really want to take the vaccine. I will, of course, be taking the vaccine. And then the next thing is, I fully believe that Janet Yellen is going to step in and fix this problem that viewers have not gotten the second stimulus check. It's very rampant. It's 50% of the viewers have not seen the second stimulus check. I've never seen anything like it. Steve Mnuchin just went on vacation and no one has got to this check. It did not get sent out in December, so I don't want to go dark on this, but it's a problem. People just not seeing this check, don't know where it is. So I think that is going to get fixed. Meantime, as I told you, the SSI and SSDI, the $2,400, that will be coming after the third stimulus package, the standalone bill. Then we'll have the student loan debt forgiveness, $10,000 after. We'll have the one for the teachers after in the schools, and then we will have one for the highways. Tia just said, I'm so excited, I'm starting my business. Yes, under the third stimulus package, there's two things for anyone that's watching that said, you know what, I'm tired of this boss. I'm just so tired of this boss, or I'm tired of going part-time to part-time. I want to start my own business. Joe Biden will provide you a wonderful loan instrument to start your own business and get it off the ground and be very successful in any industry. I'm going to have the details as soon as they hit on Wednesday. We don't know anything more than that it's a loan for new businesses to get going and rocking and rolling. Meantime, the last thing is that if you have an existing business impacted by the pandemic, he's going to give you a grant. So much exciting news across the board. This afternoon's LALATE, I rejoin you at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. In that video, I'll be going over second stimulus first. You understand the importance of second stimulus still, because it's EIDL grants for people in low-income communities, agricultural, PPP for everyone, rent, utilities, and more. Then I'll be coming back with third stimulus right after that, which will be going over these 19 items, 20 items of the third stimulus package. And then I'll be back live with you on Being a Mitch, or What the Chuck. So much deliciousness across the board. I really appreciate the love. Thank you, Chrissy. I appreciate everything. I appreciate you for watching as well. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. And thank you for the super chats in the room today and the dancing pairs. I guess there's only pairs that dance. Are there oranges that dance as well? Are there pink grapefruits that dance? I guess there's just no pairs that dance. The pair dance. I guess we need a pair emoji. We would want the check. And also like this video and subscribe if you had. And if you want to join, click that join link. There's Cheryl. Oh, she gave me another pen to pair. I appreciate that. That was that Cheryl? That was Crystal with another dancing pair. I appreciate Crystal for the dancing pair. So let's go out. Let's go out for the day with the dancing pair. And if you've not joined, consider joining. And I'll see you at 3:30. Dancing pair. Robin killing this. Thank you for the super chat as well. I'll be pairing you pair with me at 3:30, and I'll see you then on Afternoons LALATE.